press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students. So today let us see the third method to find the mean, that is step deviation method. In the previous classes you have just saw two more methods, that was direct method and the other one is assumed mean method. I hope you have practiced those two types, okay, and by now I think you are able to choose which is the appropriate method. So after completing this, again you can find out which will be the suitable method to do a particular problem, okay. So today let us see the step deviation method, that is the third method, okay. Now here to teach this step deviation method, I am going to refer one this table, that is 14.4 in your textbook page number 264, in that table 14.4. So this example I am going to take to teach this step deviation method. Just you can compare with the other two methods, okay. Now here for this I will just take class interval, that is 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, 70 to 85, 85 to 100. Okay, next, number of students. So this, as you all know, it is Fi 2, 3, 7, 6, 6, 6, and the total is sigma Fi is 30. So this is the question we have now, okay. Now let us work out Now as usual, what is the next step? You all know, we have to find out the class mark, okay. So let us find out the class mark. See, all these steps are same here also, class mark. So here you all know how to find out the class mark, that is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So 25 plus 10 divided by 2. So 35 divided by 2, that is you all know 17.5. The next 40 plus 25 divided by 2. So that is 32.5. Next 40 plus 55, 55 plus 40 divided by 2. So that is 47.5. Next 55 plus 70 divided by 2. So it's a midpoint, you all know, 62.5, and here 77.5, and this is 92.5. I hope you know in the previous sum I have taught how to find out the class mark, okay. So this is the class mark. Then what is the next step we followed in assumed mean method? So what is the next step? We just choose assumed mean, that is the middle one. So here we can choose, here since there are 6, we can choose 47.5 or 62.5. So let us choose this as A. So this is our A, 47.5. Now here how to find out Di? You all know Di, xi minus A. So here A is what? A is 47.5 and this is to check the deviation. So we are checking the deviation. Di means you all know it is a deviation. So from the middle term the mean deviation. Okay. So this we have assumed mean. This is a assumed mean. From this we are going to check what is the deviation. Okay. So for that I'll just refer this. So you have the table. So 47.5 minus 17.5. So 47.5 minus 17.5 minus 47.5. Okay. So you will get 3 minus, because this is minus and this is plus, you all know, because here for xi is what? 17.5. See like this, 17.5 minus 47.5. The greater number sign is minus here. So we have 30. So minus 30. Next 32.5 minus 47.5 is minus 15. And here this is 0, you all know. Now 62.5. Here onwards you will get a positive terms. Okay. So here plus 15 and this one 77, that is 30, and here 92.5 minus 47.5 is 45. So until this all the steps are same. Okay. Now just see, this you have learnt in assumed mean method also, the same steps. So DI, deviation we found out, that is xi minus A. A is what? Assumed mean. Okay. Now after this you just see, still we can make it simpler, calculation we can make it simpler. So in the previous step, that is assumed mean method, what we did? We found out Fi di, isn't it? Fi di, that is Fi into di. Please note, this is a very very important step. Minus 30 into 2 we did, correct? In the assumed mean method. Minus 15 into 3, 0 into 7, like this. 15 6 30 into 6, 45 into 6. Then we found out Fi di, correct? Okay. But just observe carefully in this table. See, all these are multiples of 5 or 15. All these are multiples of 15. Do you agree with this? So multiples of 15, when we divide this, still we can make it simpler way, so that our calculation will not be time consuming and tedious. So to avoid that, so we can just divide this by a common multiple. So this is a very very important step. So we will give another term here, ui. So ui is equal to here xi minus a divided by h. So here h is what? Class size. H is what? Class size. Means here class size means you all know, I told you in the previous class, class size, that is the width of the class interval. Width of the class interval. So you can refer the table also, see there. Ui is equal to xi minus a divided by h. H is what? H is the size, that is the width of the class interval. So here you just find out what is the width of the class interval. See, 25 minus 10. What is it? 25 minus 10 is 15, correct? So 15. So here also 15. So it's a common, you can 100 minus 85. It's a common width of the class interval. So what we can do is, we can see here xi minus a means what? That is di. So di divided by h. So here h is equal to 15. H is equal to 15 and this is a. Okay, we can mention that here. Now here So this divided by 15, what you will get? Minus 2. 15 to 0. This divided by 15, minus 1. Divided by 15, 0. Divide by 15, 1. Divide by 15, 2. Divide by 15, 3. See, now it has become very simpler, and you can multiply easily with Fi, correct? Do you agree? Okay, now the next one is Fi Ui. Okay, Fi Ui. The last column is Fi Ui. So here 2 2s are minus 2 into 2. So minus 4, 3 into 1, minus 3, 0. So what I am doing? I am working as Fi Ui. Fi is this, Ui is this, correct? Then 6 1s are 6. Here 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18. So this will be the last column. Okay. Now let us find out what is sigma Fi Ui. Sigma, you all know, it is a total sigma summation of Fi Ui. Now just see 10 1 30 36. So 36 minus 7. So here 29. 36 minus 7. Okay. So I will write here 29. Now just see, we will see the formula to find out here mean. Okay. So I am going to derive a formula here. Later on we will complete this problem. Okay. So for that, so we have, you all know, Ui. See, summation, this means what? U bar, that is summation. So sigma Fi Ui divided by sigma Fi. You all know. Okay. So U dash is equal to summation, that is summation of this Fi Ui divided by sigma Fi. You all know from the beginning. See, when I derived the formula for the assumed mean method also, we used it. Di we used. I hope you can remember D dash, correct? D dash, it is nothing but the summation of Fi Di, there we use. So now we are using this. So we know this, correct? Next step, you all know Ui is equal to, U dash is equal to see, you all know Ui is equal to xi minus a divided by h. See here, you observe this formula, correct? So now here, you see here, xi, ui means what? Ui means what? Xi minus a divided by h. So here, u dash is equal to sigma Fi. Instead of ui, what shall I write? Xi minus a divided by h, and this whole Fi. I hope you understood. Once again I will explain. See here, we have u dash is equal to sigma Fi Ui divided by sigma Fi. See, Ui means what? Ui means xi minus a divided by h. See, we found out already, xi minus a divided by h. So I am replacing Ui by xi minus a divided by h. I have not done anything, just I have replaced this Ui here. I hope it is clear. Now I am going to separate the denominator as well as this h. See, u dash is equal to, I just bring this h outside. What remains here? sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi minus sigma fi a divided by sigma fi. See, I hope you understood this. See here, 1 by h I have taken it out. Here sigma fi into xi minus sigma fi into a, and this denominator I have separated it. Okay. Now, see here, observe carefully here. Here, what is this summation of fi xi divided by sigma fi? I hope please try to recall. It is nothing but bar, x bar, that is the mean. I hope please recall this. Sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi. This was formula for direct method. Please turn over the page and just check. See, this is nothing but mean formula x bar, correct? And here, see here, this and this gets cancelled. What remains? A remains. See, please observe carefully now. Now, I'll just cross multiply this. H u bar is equal to x bar minus a. See, I have just cross multiplied. H u bar is equal to x bar minus a. Now, I'll rearrange this. Please observe this carefully. I'll just rearrange this. So, let me do here. See, we have now h u bar is equal to x bar minus a. Now, I want x bar because mean, what is the formula? That is, you have seen in the two other methods, x bar is equal to this h u bar, x bar let it be here, we are bringing this to the other side plus a. Clear? Okay, now I'll rearrange this. A plus h, I am going to bring it out. U bar, we already took u bar as at the beginning we had already taken this sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi. I hope you can recall this. At the first step we had taken u bar is equal to, I had started the first step as u bar is equal to sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi, right? Now see, observe this. Now this is the formula to find out the mean by using step deviation method. You can, the derivation is there in your textbook in page number 266. See there, x bar is equal to a plus h into sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi. Is it clear? I hope it is clear. So, the derivation. Okay. Now, can we substitute the values now? See here. X bar is equal to, assumed we had taken this 47.5 plus h, you all know it is 15. We had taken it as 15 and sigma fi ui is 29 divided by sigma fi is 30. See here, 30. Okay. Yes, 30. Now, it is easy to calculate. See here, 15 ones are, 15 twos are. Let us simplify it. 47.5 plus 29 divided by 2. So, 29 divided by 2 we will get 14.5. Now add 10, 1, 8, 12, 1, 62. 62.0, that is 62. See here, we got the answer. So, this is, I just took a table, that is the mean marks obtained by the student is 62. That was the example they have done in your textbook. All the 3 methods they have done for the same table. I hope you can check it there in your textbook. See, direct method also they have done it. Direct method they have done it in the, yes, and see 62 in page number 263 you can see the direct method. So what is the answer there? 62. Then in the next page, that is 264, they have done assumed mean method. There the answer is 62. You check there in page number 265. Then the last step deviation method which I have done for you. Here also we got 62. So to what conclusion we can come? See, all the 3 methods. Now you know all the 3 methods, and that is direct method, assumed mean method, and this is step deviation method. So now you can come to the conclusion that out of 3, which will be the suitable method to adopt, and why you have adopted, some reasons you have to mark. See, at the beginning we took direct method because there Fi and Xi was smaller smaller units. So because of that we took direct method. So if suppose here this class mark and all, if it is, see here class mark is quite bigger number, therefore we cannot do direct method, means we can do it but it is time consuming method. So because of that, this is the final one, that is step deviation method. Okay, I hope it is clear now. So derivation, I have shown the derivation also, all the 2 derivations, and also the example problems. Okay, we shall do 5th one. In a retail market, fruit vendors were selling mangoes kept in packing boxes. These boxes contained varying number of mangoes. The following was the distribution of mangoes according to the number of boxes. So number of mangoes, number of boxes they are given. Find the mean number of mangoes kept in the packing box. Which method of finding the mean did you choose? So let us do by using the step deviation method. So first let us write the question. So this is number of mangoes (53 to 55), 55 to 56. So here you might have noticed it's not continuous, correct? So 55 to 52, 53 to 55, 55 to 58, 59 to 61, 62 to 64. Okay. Now what we can do, I had told you, I hope you can remember that if it is not continuous, if it is discontinuous form, so we can make it as a continuous form. How we can make it? I told you, you can subtract here. So I will write the number of mangoes. Once again I will write here 49.5 to 52.5, and here 52.5 to 55.5, and here 55.5, means subtract 0.5 and add 0.5 for this. Okay. So here 58.5. So we can make it continuous by doing this. Here so let me take little. So here number of boxes, that is Fi, number of boxes Fi, 15, 110, 135, 115, 25. Next, class mark, you all know. The next is class mark. So you all know how to find out the class mark. The middle of this, that is add and divide by 2. So 49.5 plus 52.5, 49.5 plus 52.5, 10, 12, 100, 102. 102 divided by 2, we will get 51. Correct? 51. So like this. Now next, here you can find out, that is 54 and here 57 and here 60 and here 61, no 62, 63. Okay. (51), 54, 57, 58 and 60 and 61. Okay, now you assume which is the A, this is A, middle one. So let us find out di is equal to xi minus A. You all know the next one, deviation, xi minus A. So 51 minus 57 minus 6, 54 minus 57 is minus 3, 0 and here 3 and here 6, correct? Okay, now we got di. Now let us find out what is the next step. Next step is ui, you all know, ui, that is di minus di divided by h, correct? This, see here, just observe this, if you divide by the common multiple, see 3 divide by 3, definitely you will get, it can be reduced, the values can be reduced. See here, 6, 3, sorry, minus 6, minus 3, 3 and 6. So all these can be divided by 3. So what is that 3? H. H is equal to 3 here. Why? Because the size of the class interval, H is what? The width of the class interval, or we can say the size of the class interval. So here, see, find out how much? 3. So width is 3. So this divided by 3 means di by h. Divide by 3, minus 2, divide by 3, minus 1, divide by 3, 0, divide by 3, 1, divide by 3, 2. Now what is the next step? Next step is Fi ui. Fi ui. Okay, now Fi ui. So we are to multiply this and this number of boxes. So 15 twos are 30, minus 30 because it is minus here. 110 into 1 minus 1, 100 and minus 110. 135 into 0, 0. 115 into 1, 115. And here 25 2s are 50. Okay. Now sigma Fi Ui. You all know the next step. You have to find out sigma Fi Ui. Now find out this, add and subtract these two. You will get how much you will get. You find out. See here. This is 165 plus 165 and here minus, this is plus 140. Greater number sign 15. Okay, so 15 is the answer. 15, 5, 20. Okay, now you know the formula to find out the mean by using the step deviation method. So let us write the formula first. So shall I work out here? X bar is equal to A plus H into sigma Fi Ui divided by sigma Fi. A, what is A? 57 plus, what is H? H is 3 bracket Fi Ui. Sigma Fi Ui is 25 here. And how much is this Fi, sigma Fi? They have given, they have not given. You can add this 25 plus 115 plus 135 plus 110 plus 15. So you will get 400 here. So 400 divide by 400. Okay. Now, so calculation. Can I rub this part, please? Sorry. I hope you cannot see here. I'll rub this part. I hope you have copied the columns. So I'll rub this part. Now I'll do this calculation here. So here X bar, that is mean, is equal to, see here, 57 plus 3 into 25 by 400. To make calculation simpler, cannot see, I think so. Sorry, I am going to write once again there. X bar A is what? A is 57 plus H is 3, width of the class interval, and sigma Fi Ui is 25. Now we have found out, and sigma Fi is this column total divided by 400. Three 25 3s are 75. See, to make a calculation easy, what I'll do, 4 into 100 I'll do. 4 into 100. I'm not done. Just change any values here. See, 4 into 100. 400. Okay. So that to make simpler, that's all. You can do in any method. So 75 by 100, it will be 0.75. I hope you know that. So 0.75 divided by 4. So to make the calculation simpler, I have done this. Okay. So 75 by 100 is 0.75 divided by 4. Now when we divide this by 4, how much you will get? 0.19. See, 0.4 ones are 4, 3, 4 sevens are 4 nines are 4 ones are 4, 5 6 7 3, 6 are 28, 4 sevens are 28, 4 nines are 36. Okay. 4 8s are 36, 4 8s are 36, again one remainder, 4 2s are 8. So can I take 0.19? 0.19 approximately, you can take 0.19 approximate. Okay. So this will be 57.19 approximate or you might get 8 also, 0.18, that's it, okay. Approximate, you better write approximate because there the value is approximated value, that is, okay. So finally we have 57.19 approximate, okay. So this is how we have to use the this method. Oh sorry, we have I hope you have noted down this formula. X bar is equal to A is what? Assumed mean plus H into sigma Fi ui divided by sigma Fi, okay. So I am going to do one more problem with this method in the next class. So we shall continue in the next class. Thank you.